Have you ever applied for a job and for some reason got turned down and they gave you some kind of Mickey Mouse explanation, a job that you were qualified for that you really wanted, but they just didn't tell you what really was the reason they didn't hire you? Or perhaps you applied for a loan and you didn't get the loan and they gave you some kind of Mickey Mouse explanation as to why you didn't get it. Or maybe you've seen a commercial that says, apply now, it won't affect your credit. Well, those three things have one thing in common, and that's a company called LexisNexis. It is a database company that just gobbles up every piece of information about you, including your credit score, which is why they don't have to check the credit bureau because they can check with LexisNexis what your credit score is. And also every job you've ever had, everything you've ever done, every place you've ever lived, and much, much more. Now, this video is about LexisNexis, a complete explanation about it. And what I did was I asked Gemini to do a deep dive into LexisNexis and give me a complete explanation of what LexisNexis is. And I thought I'd share that with you. Now keep in mind, from this point out on this video, the information you're going to hear was generated by Gemini AI, and the voices you're going to hear are AI generated voices, and I'll bet you're really going to be surprised at these voices. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Let's get started.
So, you're probably pretty familiar with your credit report, right? You know, Equifax, TransUnion.
Yeah, most people have at least heard of those.
But what if I told you there's this, kind of like an invisible partner out there, collecting just vast amounts of data about you?
Mm-hmm.
And it's influencing huge life decisions, maybe without you even realizing it.
That's where LexisNexis comes in, and specifically their risk solutions division.
Right. And let's be super clear up front. This isn't your standard credit bureau. It's different.
Very different. They're a massive data analytics company. They aggregate information from everywhere.
Everywhere? Like what sort of places?
Well, think public records first. So property stuff, criminal records, traffic tickets, even marriage licenses, historical addresses.
Wow, okay.
But then they combine that with proprietary private sources, too. It's a huge amount of data.
And how do they piece it all together? It must be fragments from all over.
They use what they call powerful data fusion. Fancy term for, advanced algorithms. And a key part is their Lexid technology.
Lexid. What's that?
It's like a unique identifier they create for you. It helps them link every single piece of data back to one person, even if it comes from totally different sources.
Okay, so they're building what, like a super profile?
Exactly. They aim for what they call a single golden record, or sometimes a holistic picture, basically everything they can find all tied together.
A golden record. That sounds a bit intense. So what does this actually do? How does this invisible profile impact, daily life?
Well, it has some pretty direct impacts. Take insurance, for example.
Okay.
They have these unique scores, like the Attractive score. It's a credit-based insurance score, totally separate from your FICO, that predicts how likely you are to file an insurance claim in the future.
Whoa, based on all that data, not just driving history.
Right. And they also have CLUE reports. That stands for Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange. It tracks your personal auto and property claims history. Again, different from standard credit checks.
That's huge. What else? Loans, jobs?
Definitely. It can affect getting a loan, especially maybe if you have a thin file credit history, not much traditional credit. Their data might fill in gaps.
I see.
And absolutely jobs. Background checks are a big area where this data gets used.
But they're pulling data from so many places. What about mistakes, errors? That seems like a real risk.
It absolutely is. Accuracy is a huge issue. This golden record isn't always golden,
Yeah.
There was actually a really significant case, Smith v. LexisNexis screening solutions. Someone lost a job offer because of mistaken identity, data errors in their file. It had real consequences.
Wow. Okay, so our mission today really is to pull back the curtain on this, to kind of demystify this powerful, often hidden force shaping things for you.
Precisely, because they turn all this scattered information, public and private, into this comprehensive predictive dossier. That's their core business.
So given how much power this profile has, what rights do people have? Are we just subject to this?
No, absolutely not. You're not powerless here. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, is key. It gives you real rights.
Like what?
Well, crucially, the right to know if someone takes adverse action against you, like denying insurance or a job based on their report.
Okay, that's important.
You also have the right to dispute any information you find that's inaccurate or incomplete, and they have to investigate it free of charge.
Good. Free is good.
And you have a right to limited access, and very importantly, the right to a free report. You can get your own consumer disclosure report once every 12 months.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you get your hands on this report?
There are a few ways. Easiest is probably the online request form on their website.
Right.
Or you can print out a form and mail it in. The address is LexisNexis Risk Solutions Consumer Center, P.O. Box 105108, Atlanta, GA 30348, 5108.
Got it. We'll put those details in the show notes for everyone. Any other way?
Yep, you can call them. The numbers are 1-866-897-8126 or 1-866-312-8076.
Okay, so get the report. Then what?
Then you need to review it really carefully. Look for anything that's outdated, flat out wrong, or maybe duplicated information.
And if you find something?
Dispute it. Contact that same consumer center. Use the phone numbers or the mailing address you used to request the report. Tell them exactly what's wrong.
Makes sense. What about stopping them from sharing it? I've heard about freezes.
Yeah, a security freeze is an option. It basically locks down your report so most companies can't get access to it. It's different from an opt-out request.
How so?
With an opt-out, LexisNexis themselves say they have sole discretion, and they might just reacquire your data later anyway. A freeze is generally stronger, though not foolproof.
Right. So it sounds like being proactive is key here.
Definitely.
By actually getting a report, reviewing it, disputing errors, you shift from just being, data on a server to being an active guardian of your own digital identity. So here's something to think about. What connections, what insights might you find when you look into your own report? And how could knowing that actually shape your future moves?
Hey, congratulations. You made it all the way to the end. I appreciate that. Now, if you want to continue to fatten up your brain with little nuggets of knowledge, I recommend you subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you'll know when I post a new video. Also, you might want to check out the video that's on your screen. Thanks for watching.